Welcome, brother. J.K. Mazy here, founder and head coach at Pornreboot.com. And today we're going to talk about what to do about your strong sexual feelings. Now, I just want to preface this by saying that we're going to be talking about a belief here. And it's a very, very simple belief, but it's something that may change the way that you think about your sexual behavior. Now, I often get the question of, what do I do when I have very strong sexual urges or sexual feelings? In every 2 or 3 videos that I release, you'll see that question in the comment section below. Or I'll get emails or messages on Facebook or Instagram from guys who are saying like, what do I do about my strong urges? What do I do when I get these sexual feelings, these sexual urges? And the answer is very simple. The answer is nothing. And some men may ask, well, JK, what do your clients who've been off pornography and who can control their behavior with masturbation for over 5 years, 6 years, and so on, what do they do eventually? You talk about all these coping skills and all these coping strategies. Well, what do they use? The truth is, once they've rewired their brains and they've moved on with their lives, they actually do nothing. You know why? Because they've become normal. And that's the goal that you want to strive for. See, there is a false belief that you have, which says, I have to do something about my sexual urges. I have to take action, some sort of action, when I experience sexual urges. That's what it begins with. It doesn't begin with something compulsive. It began with this belief, and over time, as you acted on the belief, you rewired your brain, and that belief became something that was compulsive. It became a behavior. But understand that it started with a belief, and that belief is still there. It's just buried deep in your subconscious mind. It's there, and it needs to be addressed. That's one of the things that we do in the Porn Reboot system. The truth is that people are aroused all the time sexually, and they feel and experience sexual urges all the time, all around you. But what has happened is that popular culture, TV, social media, the movies have given you the impression that whenever people have sexual urges, they do something about it. Think about it. When you were a kid watching movies, what did people do when they had sexual urges? They weren't shown repressing the sexual urges. They were always shown expressing it. And then when you expose yourself to pornography, what happens next? All you see in pornography over and over again are people giving in to their sexual urges. There's no sort of pornography that involves people holding back their sexual urges or controlling it, just sitting and, looking at each other but just repressing their sexual urges. It always ends up in acting out. So think about it. If all your life the message that you have been bombarded with was, as a human being, when you feel a sexual urge, you have to act out on it, what's going to happen naturally? Naturally, that's the way you're going to act. There are married people out there who are in monogamous, committed relationships who have sexual urges for other people. It happens all the time, but they don't act out. There are individuals who have taken a vow of celibacy, priests, monks, and nuns, and they do experience strong sexual urges, but they don't act on it either. All these people who are monogamous and in committed relationships who don't act out, people who have taken vows of celibacy, these individuals are not superhuman. They're not individuals who have some kind of crazy willpower. They're not all that different from you. Neither are they extraordinary individuals. They are people who are around you. Millions and millions of people who are like that. The difference is they made a choice. And they made that choice because they had the right belief. And the belief was that they did not have to do anything when they experienced strong sexual urges. Maybe that belief began with them when they were young and that's the way their family raised them. Maybe it's something that they thought themselves, Or maybe it was a discipline that they imposed on themselves as part of their training to become a monk, a nun, or a priest. But what I want to tell you today, in the most basic way, I know we talk about really deep and complex stuff here. We talk about the different cycles. We talk about the porn addiction cycle. We talk about different tools that you can use. We talk about very deep concepts. But we rarely speak about the basics. And one of the very basic beliefs as a human being is that you don't have to act on your sexual urges. You're not going to die. You're not going to lose your mind. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. Your body is going to react. Your mind is going to react. But after a while, it realizes that, oh, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to be okay. And this is going to pass. It is the same with every urge. All you need to do as you go through the reboot process, even though you will be provided with coping skills and coping strategies in the porn reboot system, is to deal with a little bit of discomfort now to avoid a lot of discomfort later. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. That is my short message for you guys today on the belief when it comes to handling strong sexual urges. I'd like you to take some time to really think about it. And if you have some questions for me regarding this topic, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. And whenever you're ready, there are a few ways that I can help you end your out of control behavior. The first way is to download a free copy of my ebook. It's called Confessions of a Porn Addict, 7 Secrets of Porn-Free Men, and there's a link to download it in the description below this YouTube video. The second way is to join our free Facebook group. It's a free private group. You can get yourself an accountability partner there. There's also a link to it in the description below this video. And the final way is if you feel that you are ready to end your out of control behavior, control your behavior with masturbation and pornography within 90 days, then reach out to my team and find out if you're a good fit for one of our group coaching programs. There's also a link to that in the description below this video. And if you find these videos helpful, I release 4 videos every week. All you need to do is subscribe and click on the little bell icon to get notified every time I release a video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll speak to you later on in the week.